Hey everybody. I'm with Elliot right now, my good friend. Yeah, Elliot. Now, Elliot, let me ask you some questions. All right? Get comfortable. 'Cause this is the guy right here. He's the guy.
You say so. You say so.
Yeah. So, Elliot, what made you become a rapper?
Well, I didn't know I was going to do that per se. I really started off really doing poetry. A lot of people liked what I was doing, whether it was spoken word or whether it was written down. And I had an opportunity to meet a guy who was starting a small publishing company. And he called me. This is when I was 25 years old. He asked me what I wanted to do, anything on my writing in particular as far as like getting published. So I was like, okay. After that, I started budgeting and setting everything up, and that's when I, released my first book. Like 3 years ago.
That's cool, man. And what did you write about?
I mean, I touch on a lot of different topics. I mean, mostly I address, like in poetry, mostly I'm writing about socio-economic issues, I'm writing about poverty, I'm writing about violence, I'm writing about race relations, I'm writing about male and female relationships, and how those can be better. It's really, everything is about humanitarianism and trying to get people to come together and trying to really give my points of view on, what's the best ways, most effective ways to go about doing it.
I hear you, man. That's spoken word. So, wait. How was you like art, right? Like art?
I love art.
So like, do you think that your writing is art?
Yeah, there's different forms of art. There's the art that you draw by hand, like creating pictures by hand. But I feel like we just as well create a picture with words. I mean, music, they take you inside of a world where you can see things and see yourself in moments that they talk about. Whether it's music, whether it's poetry, whether storytelling. You see yourself there, and that's what the most effective artists do. Whether they're technical artists like like Basquiat's and the Keith Hands of the world, or whether they're musicians like Marvin Gaye, or new musicians of the day, or whether they're whatever, Langston Hughes. You can go down the list of people who take you inside their world by telling a story. That's what I try to do.
That's cool, man. You said you was how old when you started?
Well, I've been writing since I was 10.
10?
For fun. I've been writing for money since I was like 25, 26.
That's cool. I'm a type of guy that does art too, so I know where you're coming from when you're writing and stuff, which is really cool. Can you tell me a little bit about poetry? Like the poetry you do?
What about poetry in particular?
Like can you give us some of that?
What, you want me to perform poetry? You want me to perform something?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah, wait a minute.
Okay. Let me see. Okay. I'll do a short one. Let's see. Let vocal cords peruse the exoskeleton of the blues. Let harmony dignify the very earth outside your eye. Let melody be the key into your skin intravenously. Then let it run hastily for the exit door that is your pores. Let pain be free. Let it scream from you corners of the soul. Let your style be manifold. Let it touch different people of the world. Let happiness command to be released from your diaphragm. Let your very struggle explode from the part of your heart that it corrodes. Sing. That's like a short one that I do. I mean, cool. That's a kind of,
Yeah, I like that. What do you see yourself in the future? You going to continue doing poetry, or?
Well, I definitely want to branch out. I I just completed the writing for a third project, which is poetry also. But after that, after my fourth one, that's going to be more like a relationships book. You know, like love and relationships. That's going to be my fourth one. After I complete this one, then I want to do my novel, my first novel in a series called Product of My Environment, which is going to be followed by a clothing line as well next summer. So I'm just trying to work creatively to try to, you know, legitimize myself. I'm trying to get the books that I have now currently in the Barnes and Nobles, right there on Route 22. Cool as well. So just working, trying to keep motivated. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, I hear you. And where'd you grow up at? Like, did you grow up in the suburb or like where? Brooklyn?
I was born in North New Jersey.
North New Jersey.
I grew up in East Orange, New Jersey. Off of Central Avenue in East Orange, New Jersey.
Was it tough?
That's an understatement.
Cool.
In any event, I survived it.
Yeah. And then who you are now?
Yeah, partial. I mean, well, it's funny about experience. Like sometimes experience is like, well, you know, I wish I didn't have to go through that. But then I look back on my experiences and say, hey, they kind of gave me the fuel, what I needed to do what I do creatively and be able to live and kind of tell my message to the world. So if you grew up modestly or you grew up, you know, without any kind of trials and tribulations, you would have less to talk about.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah. Well, that's Elliot right there. He's keeping it real. What do you think about like people who read your book but are having a tough time in those type of areas when they read your book, and it makes them feel a little better than who they are? How do you feel about that?
Feel better about who they are after reading my book?
Yes.
I feel accomplished.
Yeah,
I feel like I
did
what I set out to do.
Yeah.
You know, is to give people a different perspective based on my writings and the things I talk about. That's what it's all about. It's taking people who... It's nothing to identify with people who are the same as you, who come from the same areas as you. The real accomplishment and the real success is being able to touch people and draw people closer to your level of understanding who don't come from where you come from. So that's what I try to... I just did a book event in Jersey City, and I was selling books to people who way different, cultures, backgrounds. I was selling white people, I was selling Indian people, I was selling them to people who didn't look like me, didn't come from where I came from. So I felt really good about that, because that's where your name is going to expand, by dealing with those kind of people as opposed to your own demographic, so to speak.
So you're from North New Jersey. Do you plan on staying in New Jersey or expanding somewhere else?
I don't see myself moving at this moment. I mean, right now I'm living in Elizabeth, actually around the corner from here. So I don't see myself moving. I mean, is it a possibility at some point? Who knows? I go as the wind.
Future's on tour.
I don't know what's going to happen. I'm just trying to take things day by day and do my job and do it well.
Do you, in your culture, do you like music, like all type of music, or do you just like a certain type of music? Or like let's say you go someplace and they play music in the background with your poetry. Do you feel offended or you like it?
I'm not easily offended by anything. I mean, as far as music, I don't listen to country. I don't listen to too much alternative stuff, but outside of that, or folk music, any of the other kind, like, that's not me. But I do love jazz. I do love acid rock. I do love acid jazz. I do love contemporary stuff. I do like to listen to orchestral type music, Renaissance age type music. Just not necessarily to tap my feet to it, but just to try to understand, like, musically with instruments, how music is broken down and syncopated. So,
do you have a spiritual side?
Spiritual and what? In what sense?
In your belief?
Religious?
Yeah.
Working on it.
You're working on it? That's good enough for me.
I'm working on it.
Well, Elliot, I want to thank you for coming on the show.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it. You've been a big help to the show, and hey, you want to give a shout out to anybody, or you want to say people where you can find your book? Or
Oh well, my books. These can be found directly by me. I'm working right now, getting them into Barnes and Noble, so that'll be, a little bit down the road, a few months, that process. But my name is Elliot Fair. My number, 908-397-3823. So anybody who's interested, can contact me at that number, and I can ship these out directly to you. I also have another book, The Execution Revolution, which I can ship out to you. Thank you.
So let's give it up for Elliot, my main man, Elliot.
You got a nice little setup here.
Yeah. All right. Well, you know how to get Elliot. You know his number, and you know his song. Just contact him. You gotta read his stuff. It's amazing. This is an amazing guy right here.
Thank you.
All right. So, yeah. Thank you, Elliot. We still have to do this. All right.
Now, can we get back to this Giants game?
Yeah. Go ahead, Giants. Giants all the way.
No, Giants.
Welcome to Joe's
And Maurice.
Talk Show.
All right. We had a very interesting day. So this nice gentleman that came in that we're gonna interview him lately, and he's a pretty cool guy. So we're gonna let him come to the stage now. So, Perry.
How you doing, Mr. Mo?
I'm good. So Perry, how you doing, man?
I'm alright. Happy to be here with you.
Cool. You going to tell people where you're from?
Yeah, I'm originally from Trinidad. Came to America a long time ago. Grew up in Orange, East Orange, North. Local area, Essex County all day.
Yeah, that's right. Essex County all day. New Jersey, what? Okay, so you're Rasta.
I'm a
Did I say it right?
Rasta.
Rasta.
Yeah.
There you go. What does that mean?
Well, a Rastafarian is a person that lives their life a certain way according to the beliefs of the Holy Trinity. You understand? Our Trinity is Marcus Garvey, Emmanuel, and King Selassie. That's the Holy Trinity. All three of them make one. We try to live in love, and love is our reward. That's the ultimate goal of a Rastafarian. And to see all black people, white people, everybody unite as one. It's all about love.
Wow, I never knew that. Well, now we know. Do they eat a certain food, or let me ask you, is Bob Marley?
Bob Marley is a Rasta. Yes, he's a Rastafarian.
Do they all live together, or?
Well, you know what? They try to unite as a people. When another Rasta sees another one, it's an automatic love. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They greet them, and if they need anything, they're there to help them. It's like it's a community. It's a worldwide community. Signaled by the locks on your hair.
Mm-hmm.
These are my locks. These are my crown. This is my crown as a Rasta man. Yeah.
It's really long.
Yeah, it grows like the roots of a tree.
Like the roots of a tree.
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
That's cool. So, do they have like a Bible, like a pledge that they go by, or?
Well, Rastas we try not to fall under a religion. You understand? We praise God, without any boundaries. Without any boundaries. We won't be confined to a particular religion.
Okay.
So that it's like a free way of life in a positive aspect. So there are different Bibles, different teachings, like King Haile Selassie from Ethiopia.
Mm-hmm.
He is the king that came and spread Rastafari worldwide. So you just have to pick what's true and what's not true, just try to live clean and upright.
I got a personal question.
Go right ahead.
Do y'all play soccer?
We love soccer. We play soccer every chance we get. No?
Maybe one day me and you can play soccer.
Oh, definitely. I'm actually trying to teach my girlfriend's daughter how to play soccer right now.
Cool.
Yeah, hopefully she gets the hang of it.
Yeah, I like that. You guys can drive a car, right?
Yeah, we drive a car. Like, what it is, you live in a modern world. You need modern things to get along, to do what
you guys are not like
we're not like barbarians.
Amish people.
No, we're not like Amish
the Amish people wear the same clothes every day.
They say cleanliness is next to godliness. So you try to keep your body clean, keep your temple clean, and you go from there.
Cool. That's cool. Is it? And you say it's all over the world, right?
It's worldwide.
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 Right? Yeah. So, do you guys have like convention? I think I know you guys like to sing a lot, right?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of reggae music. Mostly, we listen to conscious reggae music. All about positive vibes. Spread a message. There has to be a message in the music.
Is it like island type beat or?
Yeah, we like more the natural beats, more the drums. Natural instruments.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what they base off. And like everybody gather around in a circle and they start chanting. It's called chanting.
Chanting?
Chanting, yeah. Like you chant to the beat of the drum. You're just spreading a message.
Just spreading the message. Yeah. I know that in Central Park they had a Bob Marley thing with his son.
Okay.
Yeah. You know anything about that?
No, I actually wasn't there for that event. But his sons carry on his legend. When you see them, you could actually picture Bob Marley.
Yeah.
And the messages in their music as well. They mostly do positive music.
Yeah.
So that's nice.
Or is most of the Ross people? They're from Jamaica? Or,
well,
where you started from, Jamaica, right?
The movement was the largest in Jamaica, I would say, and it spread.
Have you ever been to Jamaica?
No, I have not. I would like to though. But they say England has more Rastas than Jamaica. If you believe that.
Wow, that's a big one. Do you guys drink certain stuff?
We try to stay away from the alcohol. If we do, we tend to make homemade. I say homemade wine. Natural.
How do you make that? No, I'm just playing. I'm just
I didn't tell you that yet. But we try to stay away from alcohol. More natural drinks like punches, different punches, sea moss, and take natural stuff and make drinks out of it.
Cool, man.
Yeah, definitely. Natural orange juice, everything.
Yeah. It take you a long time to have the hair that long?
My locks are going on about 10 years.
Does that mean that when your locks is long, does that mean something special?
To me, yes, it does.
You made a point and you got it through?
My locks mean, as I see my locks and the longer they get, it's more positive a person I become.
You're never going to cut them, right?
No, they have to fall off.
They have to fall
They have
off?
to fall off. Like the leaves of a tree.
Are they ever going to fall off? Nope.
Nope, I don't think so. I hope not,
Do they have spoken words or type of special thing they say?
We usually say Jah Rastafari. You mean
Jah Rastafari.
Jah Rastafari.
Oh, okay.
That's just hailing God. Jah means God. Jah is another name for God, And we put the Rastafari in there because that is us as a people, That's our movement.
So you was born in it?
I pretty much was, yes. Born into this movement.
This movement is good, man. I like it. I have never known anything like that before. for until I met you, which is really cool.
Well, I'm happy to enlighten you, man.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I have a question.
Go right
It
ahead.
might be an offended, but I'm gonna ask anyway.
All right.
Do they smoke a lot of weed?
Yes, we do. We blaze the ganja hard.
We may have to edit that out. Alright, that's good. Well, you seem like a pretty cool guy, so, you know, and you made your culture look very, very good. But I have to ask you another question.
Yeah.
Is there people that pretend to be a
they-
Rasta man, or like there's an evil side, or
Well, they say he without sin casts the first stone. I can only speak for myself and those who I share my knowledge with. You understand? A lot of people wear the crown and have no meaning of it. They don't know what it means. So they'll have to research that. But there's good and evil to everything.
yeah, you're right about that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Well, I want to thank you for coming on my show,
It's my pleasure.
Joe's Talk Show, and you know.
Yeah, anytime, man.
All right. Facebook and YouTube, but right now it's out of order, so we're putting it back together. But we'll lay this video down, but you may not find it the same website. So, I was thinking about how everything flies and stuff like that. Our general, we can still make it, even though our times is hard for people who have a hard time. Let them know that they can make it, and they can do anything they want, you know. But this is Joe, and this is me. This is our show. We talk about positive stuff, and we want everybody to know that we're gonna make this show a show that's gonna be super good for everyone. And we would like you to like us on YouTube and Facebook, and leave a comment and tell us how you feel about our show. Because we're only saying things that's positive. So, yeah, put you on.
If you don't like the stuff we're talking about, give us an idea what you want us to talk about in the link.
Yeah. I love everybody, you know, but sometimes you got people who don't understand that and make things difficult. For them, I love them even more. So, I am 31 years old, and I'm happy to be alive. And I had a hard time, but I'm happy to be alive, and I think I'm gonna make it. You treat everybody with respect; they treat you with respect. Jim Kells told me that. But you know, you just gotta do your thing. So, you know,
Just things get better over time.
absolutely. But let me tell you something. I like what's her name? Beyonce. Who doesn't like Beyonce? We got some haters in the house. I'm telling you. Oh, it went out again, but yeah, we got some haters in this world, like the ones that think they think that that's not true, but I throw a wild card out there. But hey Joe, you know what I'm gonna tell you? The Giants is gonna lose.
They won. They just won.
Well, you know what? They're gonna lose it next time. They're gonna lose it next time. Chicago Bulls.
Okay.
I see what
Wait, no. I said it wrong. Not Chicago Bulls.
The Cowboys you win.
The Cowboys. Yeah. The
Clap.
Cowboys.
Clap. Clap.
It's clapping. We just can't hear it.
Oh, okay.
But we still got something to say.
The Cowboys
Fight
suck.
your way out of a wet paper bag.
Okay,
That's
you
what I'm
got to
talking
go.
about.
Oh man.
That's what I'm talking
but
about.
It's alright. It's all good. For those who like football, yeah, the Cowboys are gonna win. They're guaranteed to go. I know it for sure.
They just lost.
No, they didn't.
No, they didn't.
It's tied going into OT, baby.
Jay-Z just had another kid. Another kid. The dude keep having kids, man. Him and Beyonce. I don't know what's up with that. Hey, you know what? I said something to my partner over here, Joe. I said, Joe, like, boy, that's not true. This man is a ladies' man. Ladies' man. Do that clap. Go ahead, give it up to this man right here. All right. I was thinking one day I was walking down the street and I was thinking that Halloween is coming up. We need to have a Halloween party, and we need everybody to dress up. So we're gonna have a special on that. We're gonna have a special on Halloween. So you guys need to open your doors and look out for that. Best costume wins. So we're gonna have that contest soon. And I DJ also, so if you need somebody to DJ for a party, let me know and I'll come over there and DJ and do my thing. So first I want to thank everyone today for participating in Maurice and Joe's talk show. You guys are the best. So you guys are the best. I want to everybody who was behind the sound man, the camera, Joe, the audience. We love you guys. All right. If you have, like Joe said, if you have anything to say about anything, let us know, and we'll talk about it. Joe, you got anything to say?
We'll try our best to fix anything that you don't like. Leave us a comment. If you don't leave us a comment, we don't know if you like it or not. All we see is likes on our page. We don't know who they're from. We don't know why they like it. Please let us know. Thanks.
And we are going to get better. We're going to get some better equipment, and we're gonna have a good time. We ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere.
In a couple of weeks, we're doing 2 music videos of 2 different types of music.
So you gotta love us. You gotta love us. I mean, this is Maurice and Joe's talk. The name itself tells you, you know. And I love everybody. So you want to end this at this note? You want to end it? All right. Go ahead. You can end it.
See you next time on Joe's
And Maurice
Talk Show.
Yeah, boy. Yeah.